another session. And we do know what we do in this session, right? Yes. So we talk about art. Yes, everything about art. And today we are going to continue on professions and careers in art. And for today, it's profession and careers in performing art, literary art, and crafts. So we are going to be learning about the different professions and careers in performing art, literary art, and crafts. So let's talk art. And you're welcome to Blue Bloom's Artwork channel. In this world, we learn everything about art, and there is always a content for everyone. Okay, so let's dive in. Okay, so today we are going to be learning about the different professions in art. And then last time we focused on fine and applied art, and today we are going to be focusing on performing art, literary art, and crafts. So we start with performing art. So now remember, performing art is the art that has to do with gestures. It has to do with use of rhythmic words. It has to do with body movement. Okay, so the first profession I'll be mentioning under performing art, the musician. Yes, the musician. We sure do know who a musician is, right? Yes. So a musician is an artist that uses rhythmic words to express his feelings, to get his own expression. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. So imagine, would you have an occasion and not have a musician? You sure we do, right? Yes, because performing artists do bring entertainment to us wherever we are. Okay, so musician is one awesome profession in art. Next profession is dancer. So now a dancer is an artist who uses body movement. He uses body movement gestures to express himself. And we do know that being a dancer is diversified. You can be a dancer in different ways. You can be a ballet dancer, you can be hip-hop dancer. Okay, so dancer is another wonderful career in art. So we go to the next career, that is the dramatist. So now a dramatist is an artist who writes play. Now under this, when a dramatist writes the play, now there is another profession that one can actually go for that has to do with the dramatist. So now that is the actor or the actress. So when the dramatist plots and writes the play, then the actor or the actress is the one who brings it out using his gestures, using his body movement, using his rhythmic words, different aspects of him. He brings it out, he puts it to light to express those words that has been put down by the dramatist. So we can say that this is like two careers put together. So you can be a dramatist or you be an actor or an actress. Awesome. So I just mentioned 3 professions in performing art plus 1. Yes, remember, actor or actress. Okay, so we go to the next phase, which is the literary arts. First profession I'll be mentioning under literary art is writer. So now a writer is an artist who makes creative works of literature. So those novels, those biography, autobiography, all those kind of works of art are done by writers. So you can actually choose to be a writer today, you know? Awesome! Okay, so now we go to the next profession, which is poet. A poet is simply an artist who creates poetry. You are the light of my world. You are the moon that comes out when it's dark. You know? So wonderful poems like that. So now imagine I'm a poet by profession. Do you know how wonderful my lines would have been? Yes. So that's what a poet does. A poet do create beautiful poetry. Now I go to the next profession, and that is journalist. We all do know who a journalist is, yes? Right? Yes. A journalist is an artist who collects, he writes, he photographs, he processes, he edits, or comments on news and other public information. So you can see that what a journalist does is beyond having to sit and read the news to you at 9, at 10, at 1. No, it's beyond that. So for example, you're having an occasion or it's a festival. Now that person that comes to you, that interviews you, that takes photographs and then publishes them is a journalist. Do you know how wonderful that career actually is? It is a wonderful career because you're playing an important role in the lives of people. Actually a very, very nice profession. So today, if you've always been looking forward to being a journalist, please do go for it. It's an awesome profession in arts. Good. So now we go to the next phase, and the next phase is craft. Yes, craft. So remember I said craft is different, right? Yes. So I'm going to name some professions in crafts. So the first profession I'll be mentioning is blacksmith. Yes, a blacksmith is a craftsman who makes different iron objects by making it go through the process of hot and cold forging on an anvil. So that man you see in your neighborhood or maybe in a yard, and he keeps putting the iron in the anvil and he's beating it, he brings it out, he beats it, and he uses it to form a cutlass, a hoe. Now you just call him one funny name. No, he is a professional, and he is called a blacksmith. That is his professional name. He is a blacksmith. So now imagine you being a blacksmith. Do you know how important you will be? We have a lot of farmers out there who need farming tools every day. So being a blacksmith, you're going to have a strong impact in agriculture. So that's another wonderful profession in crafts. So we go to the next one, which is bead maker. Now, a bead maker is a craftsman who creates jewelries and adornments using beads. So when you are ready for your Owambe, or there's that get together, you're going and then you just want to have a nice bracelet, you want to have just that very nice long earrings made with pearls, made with crystal beads. Who makes it for you? It's a bead maker. It's a wonderful profession. So we don't know who a bead maker is today, right? So if you've been thinking about that profession, please don't hesitate to go for it. Yes. So I'll go to the next one I'll be mentioning, which is carver. Okay. A carver is a craftsman who works with hard materials, stone or wood. Now what they basically do is this. Their process of creating objects is a subtractive method. So they are taking out the parts they don't want on that hard material, and by the time they finish taking it out, it gives them that beautiful sculpture they want. So they end up still making a sculpture. Please don't mix it up. Why they are put under craft is that they tend to create some things consistently. So you can go to a carver and say, I want to have my chest, but an African chest. Now the carver now creates that chest for you, and then you start selling it in your country. Now that it's a work of art, yes, but the production, making multiple of it, then becomes crafts, because now you're going to be having the same of a lot of it. But if it were to be art, then you're just going to be having either one or series of one, not exactly the same. Hope you got that. So now I go to the fourth one and the last I have for the crafts now, which is weaver. Now a weaver is an artisan who makes fabric by weaving fiber. So there's a material, there's a product of the weaver that almost everyone do have it in their wardrobe. And do you know what that material is? What that product is? It is an ashoke. Yes. So that's one of the things that a weaver creates. So he or she puts fibers together to weave that material, to weave that fabric, to weave that cardigan you wear. There's barely a student who doesn't have a cardigan. When it's cold, you definitely do put on a cardigan. So, and that cardigan is made by a weaver. So we can say that there are lots of wonderful professions in arts that we can go for, under fine and applied art, under performing arts, under literary arts, and under crafts. Now, there's a bonus I'm going to give now, which covers art in general, which is, and in fact is #1 profession. That's the #1 profession. But I decided to mention it as the last profession, and that is being an art educator. You can be an art tutor, you can be an art educator. Now, for you to be a sculptor, for you to be a painter, for you to be a carver, for you to be that weaver, that blacksmith, you need to go through a teacher, right? Now, that person that teaches you is an art educator. You can't go for that profession if you don't have a teacher. So we can see that we have a lot of professions in art. In fact, there are some I'm yet to mention. There are exclusive professions in art, which I'm going to have a different session for. Okay, so I'm going to end today's session by mentioning just few names of some of just the way I mentioned for fine and applied art. So I'm going to mention some few names. So for like musicians, we have people like Davido, Wizkid, Don Jazzy. We have great musicians like that. And then we also have for dancers, we all do know Kafi, right? Yes, we have Kafi and the likes, and they are all doing very, very well. And then we will see that in fact there's barely a profession in art that you go for and you don't do very well, because art is practical. Even when it comes to the art education, when you are an art educator, it's practical because you're transferring learning, you're impacting lives. Okay, so mommies and daddy, which of this profession would you like your child to go for? And my lovelies, as you're deciding on that career, which of the careers would you love to go for? I would really be joyful to see your response in the comment below. So if you've been enjoying my content, please don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. Please, it's really important, and it means a lot to me. It's a great motivating factor. Thank you so much for always coming back, and I hope my content remains inspiring, educative, and interesting. See you next time. Bye.